I have been getting a ton of DMs asking me what parts I have on this car and how much everything cost me. So today we are going to be talking about it.
So let's start with the wide body kit. Everybody's asking me what kit is this? This is the Pandem Widebody kit for the 2022 BRZ. So the wide body kit actually came with a decent amount of stuff like the front bumper, the whole front splitter, these little canards, hardware, front fenders, side skirts, that little blade piece, rear over fender, that little diffuser piece over there, and the wing. All that came with the wide body kit. This kit right now on Pandem's website is $6,200 with the wing. I also went ahead and got this little rubber trim that sits between the body kit and the car. It basically is just a little gasket between the kit. If you don't have it, the kit ends up scratching your paint. So I got this little rubber trim. It was an extra 50 bucks. If you're gonna wide body your car, that is definitely worth it. Also, this hardware didn't come with the wide body kit. This is Downstar hardware. In total, in hardware cost, I spent about $250. That's hardware for the rear, hardware for the front fenders, hardware for the front bumper. All the hardware all together is give or take around $250. Now, originally I did have a Pandem front grille, but unfortunately that flew off when I let my little brother drive the car. So I bought a little generic Amazon grill. This thing cost me 10 bucks and it is way better than the Pandem grill. This grill is actual metal, unlike the Pandem grill, which was just some cheap plastic. This was only about 10 bucks off of Amazon. So that's pretty much the wide body kit. Now let's move on to one of my favorite things about this car, which is this underglow. I get a ton of questions asking what underglow this is. This is low glow underglow. This is the best of the best. If you guys want the best underglow there is on the market, go ahead, copy you some low glow. The low glow is gonna run at about $330.
Another question I keep getting asked is what color is this wrap? And I keep saying over and over again, this isn't wrap. This is actually paint, and I painted it myself. By painting the car myself, I saved a ton of money on labor costs. In total, for sealer, paint, and clear coat, it was only about $1,500 for this paint. This is C56 Thunder Night Metallic by BMW. It's like the new purple that comes on the M240i's, I think.
You guys know I love purple cars. This was my favorite purple on the market right now. So of course I had to go with it. I know a bunch of people are gonna ask the paint code. It's C56 by BMW.
Now don't get me wrong, I love the purple, but I am thinking about this winter switching things up, maybe get some new paint on the car, maybe some new wheels. Nothing set in stone, but if you guys do have any suggestions of what color I should paint this car, if I do paint it, definitely let me know down in the comments. Now something new I never made a video about is the window tint. This window tint is the freaking darkest tint I have ever gotten. I have 5% carbon all around. You cannot see a single thing inside of the car. The windshield is 5%, the sides are 5%, and the rears are 5%. 5% tint on the whip definitely looks really cool, but at night it is almost impossible to drive this thing. That's why I almost never drive it at night. The tint itself ran me about 400 bucks for the entire car. Just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, let me, dash cam fell again, sweet. All right. Both of these lights are on. I turned the lights on. If I kind of close the door, the lights are still on. You can't see anything inside of the car. The dome lights are on and you still can't see inside of the car. That's sick. Now the car is purple, but it has glossy black trim pieces all around, like the splitter, this little canard thing going on over there, and then this little fender blade, as well as the roof. All this wrap was from Vinyl Frog. The finish on it is super nice. It's about $100 worth of wrap, and it came out really, really good. Moving on to the Spinny Boys. These are one of my all-time favorite wheels, the Workmeister S1s. These are actually the same wheels I was running when I was stock body. I just relipped them. Relipping cost about 200 bucks. These are actually the same wheels I was running when I was stock body. If you guys remember before, they used to be polished. I got them powder coated, all 4 wheels, glossy black lips, satin black face, all for 900 bucks. Huge shout out to Dayton Custom Wheels in New Jersey. He killed it. There's not a single imperfection on any wheel. My man absolutely killed it on these wheels. Some of you guys might remember these wheels were actually a gift from my little brother. He gave these wheels to me as a gift. For me, technically, these wheels were free, but he paid about 1,900 bucks for the wheels. Once again, huge thank you to the little bro. If you guys don't already follow him, go ahead and follow him right over here. He is the absolute best. Now, wrapped around the Workmeisters, we have some Toyo RAARs. I always wanted these tires. All 4 of these tires ran me about $1,600. This is definitely the most expensive set of tires I've ever bought, but they look so freaking cool. I love them. They grip so well. Even though I'm running like -14 degrees of camber in the front, I still grip really well. And you just can't beat the tread pattern on these tires. They look so freaking beautiful. I was making this list earlier today, and it definitely hurt a little bit going through all these prices. All right, so
real quickly, I am running ARP extended wheel studs on the rears. That ran about 60 bucks because I bought them used. Also, I'm running some basic Amazon Muteki lug nuts. Those ran me about 50 bucks. I'm also running wheel spaces in the rears. Those ran me about 70 bucks.
I am running some camber, -14 in the front and then -7 in the rear. I'm gonna try to hurry up and zoom through the suspension setup. I'm running Airlift 3P management, have no complaints. I always go with Airlift 3P. It is the best in my opinion. That ran about 1,300 bucks. I'm also running Bag Riders super low air struts. They are literally like the best air struts I've ever ran. Super comfy as long as you dial them in right. They ride beautifully. I've had no issues with them. I've only had them for about 2,000 miles or so. When I have them for 5,000 miles, I'll give an actual review on them. But so far it's only 2K miles and they've done me real well. Those air struts are about 2,200 bucks. In the front, I am running a Cusco front lower control arm, which is giving me some camber. That ran about 720 bucks. Also, if you have an extended lower control arm, you need extended tie rods. You need them. Don't cheap out. You need them because if you don't get them, you're gonna break down. It's gonna be terrible and you're gonna end up getting them anyway. Get them before you break down. The extended tie rods from Racer X ran about 290 bucks.
Also, I shaved my knuckles and slotted my strut slightly to get a little bit more camber. All that together gave me about -14 degrees of camber. And the rear, it's pretty simple. I'm only running -7 degrees of camber. So I have a rear lower control arm from Cusco. I want all Cusco suspension. I think all the blue underneath the car is gonna look sick, but that's besides the point. That ran about 400 bucks used. And then I also have Godspeed toe arms to correct the alignment. That ran about 70 bucks.
If you guys want to see a video on how to properly stance your BRZ, I already made a video on that for you guys, so go ahead, click that. It'll be in the top right corner.
And then lastly, let's talk about the exhaust. I am running some catless unequal length headers up in the front. They are from PLM and I got them new for 400 bucks. With the headers, I also have a Tomei overpipe, which was about 80 bucks, but Amanda got that for me as a gift, so thank you for that. And lastly, I'm running a Greddy Evo GT. I also got this for free as a gift, but you guys can pick it up brand new for about 900 bucks.
So boys, that is the complete walk around of my 2022 BRZ. You guys know everything that I did to it and roughly how much I paid. If you guys want to add it up, you guys can do that. Personally, I don't really want to add it up right now because I'm having a good day and I want to keep it a good day. So I'm not going to do that right now. But I do want to mention though, that is not exactly the price that I paid for everything. Through the help of sponsorships and some great people, I paid a little bit less than that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope this video kind of helped you guys out. I've been getting a ton of DMs and I can't respond to everybody, so I figured let me make a video about it, talking about what I have on this car and how much everything costs. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.